If you've started catching your foot on flat ground, or you feel a little less steady walking through your own kitchen than you did 5 years ago, stay with me for the next 2 minutes, because what I'm about to tell you has nothing to do with your legs, and almost nobody explains it this way. A study published through the National Institute on Aging found that balance problems in adults over 60 are often linked to reduced blood flow in a part of the brain called the cerebellum, not muscle weakness. I'm Dr. Chandler, and I spend my time studying exactly this: why aging bodies lose coordination and what actually restores it. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you the one daily habit that, in my experience, makes the biggest difference, and it takes less than 3 minutes. Here's what concerns me. Most people treat a little wobble as just getting older, something to manage, not something to fix. So they slow down, they avoid stairs, they stop taking walks. And here's the problem. The less you move, the less blood flow reaches that part of your brain, and the worse the coordination gets. It becomes a downward spiral, but it doesn't have to. At the back of your skull sits a structure called the cerebellum. It's small, only about 10% of your brain's volume, but it holds more than half of all the nerve cells in your entire nervous system. Its job is simple. It takes in information from your eyes, your inner ear, and your joints, and it sends out constant tiny corrections that keep you upright. When that part of the brain gets plenty of oxygen-rich blood, those corrections happen instantly, and you don't even notice them. When blood flow drops, even slightly, those corrections get delayed. That's the half-second lag that makes you catch your foot or drift while walking. So how does blood actually get to this part of the brain? It travels through a pathway most people have never heard of, and it runs directly through your neck. Two small arteries, called the vertebral arteries, travel up through openings in your neck bones on their way to the cerebellum. Research on vertebrobasilar circulation has shown that as we age, these arteries can lose some flexibility, and tightness in the surrounding neck muscles can mildly restrict blood flow through them. Hours of looking down at a phone, a book, a screen, pull the head forward and keep those neck muscles in a constant, low-grade contraction. Over months and years, that adds up. Here's a simple daily fix. Several times a day, sit tall and gently turn your head slowly to the right, as far as comfortable. Hold for 5 seconds, then to the left. No forcing, just a slow, easy turn. This encourages mobility in that area and takes 30 seconds. That's the foundation. But there's a second piece, and this is the part almost nobody talks about. Just like a muscle, the cerebellum gets stronger with the right kind of practice. Studies on fall prevention in older adults, including research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, have shown that balance training significantly reduces fall risk, independent of leg strength. Here's an exercise I give patients. Stand near a counter for safety, lift one foot slightly off the ground. Now, instead of just holding still, imagine a clock face on the floor in front of you. Slowly tap your toe to 12 o'clock, then back to center, then to 3 o'clock, then back to center, then 6 o'clock. This forces your balance system to make constant small adjustments, exactly the kind of micro-corrections the cerebellum is designed to handle. Start with one hand on the counter. As it gets easier, use just one finger. Eventually, no hands at all. Do this for 1 minute per leg, once a day. That's it. Now here's the part I promised you at the start. The one habit that ties everything together. The single most effective thing you can do for cerebellar blood flow and balance training at the same time is walking on slightly uneven natural ground. Not a treadmill. Not a perfectly flat sidewalk. A grass lawn, a gravel path, a garden. Here's why this works so well. Flat, predictable surfaces don't challenge your balance system at all. Your brain can go on autopilot. But a slightly uneven surface forces your cerebellum to make constant micro-adjustments in real time, which is exactly the kind of stimulation that strengthens it. At the same time, the natural arm swing and head movement involved in outdoor walking gently mobilizes the neck. It's simple, it's free, and it's something almost nobody recommends because it sounds too easy to be real exercise. But 10 minutes a day on uneven ground may do more for your balance than any indoor routine. I'd love to know, what's your biggest challenge with balance or mobility right now? And how old are you? Drop it in the comments. It genuinely helps me know what to cover next, and I read every one. If you want to understand what's really happening with your blood pressure as you age, and the one number your doctor isn't telling you to watch, that's exactly what I cover in this video right here. Dr. Chandler is an AI-created educational persona. This content is for educational purposes only. Always consult your primary care physician before starting any new exercise routine.